Hey y'all, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your girl True, and I am back with another one. I really don't even know why I'm smiling like this, okay? Like, I should not be smiling at all. I feel like it's a little humor, and the humor is only because I'm a Scorpio. And Scorpios, we have like this dark sense of humor type of thing that I'm working on, you guys, okay? I'm working on it. But here nor there, I had a download earlier as I was getting ready to cleanse my space for to step into an energy for a personal read, and I got this download, and the download basically was about this isn't going to be a specific story. This is not going to be for everyone, okay? But this crossed over loved one was not going to not allow me to get this out. I'm sorry, I forgot the whole introduction. They just got me going straight to point. If you are new to my channel, head on over, hit that subscribe, hit that bell so you are notified when I upload new videos. If you're returning and you gang, you already know how we do it over here on the tribe, baby. We're about to get into these messages, okay? We're about to get into these messages. I got a download. So this is where this reading is coming from. If you guys, if you know me, you pretty much know that I hold all of the clairs and what my abilities are. I don't just read cards. As I tell you guys, I have a direct connection to source. So I can connect to the other side. I can connect to crossed over loved ones. And I can connect to you in your life. Not only that, I'm like a walking crystal. So I heal people too energetically, through sessions and just by being around them. We're going to talk about that a little later. But I want to get into this download. So basically, I had a crossed over loved one here in my space, and they were kind of like being funny about it. And they were just like, so basically this is the story. So someone had life insurance or some type of insurance on their crossed over loved one, okay? This crossover loved one did have some complications, but it wasn't to the point where this crossover loved one's life should have been ended at the time that it was ended. They probably had a little bit more time, okay? So what I'm getting that this family did was basically kind of like, let's just say they like pulled the plug and this family member had a chance to live, but they were just like, no, just pull it. We tied, just pull it, type of thing. But this was really behind money. On top of that, not only did they basically kill this person for the money, right? In their head, they were subconsciously putting it off to the world like, oh, I'm just hurt. Oh, she's hurting. Oh, I don't want her to suffer anymore. I don't want him to suffer anymore. Like, that's what they were, the guilt trip they were putting off to the world. But that's not what it really was. They were just tired of taking care and dealing with it subconsciously. And they also knew, as I'm just got chills through my body, confirmation. And they knew that it was money behind this death. So that's why they were so quick on, oh, let's pull the plug, or, oh, not giving this person their medications, on the low key, whatever this is. So if you had a crossed over loved one and you just felt like, I just feel like they had a little bit more time to live, they probably did. I'm also getting in the story that they got the payout from the life insurance, but they even went and created a GoFundMe. The GoFundMe was like $50,000 something dollars. Y'all know you can go bury somebody $10,000, but don't nobody be setting their GoFundMes for $10,000 to get the bare minimum, right? They make a GoFundMe and want you to pay for an extravagant funeral, and that's what it was. And I got the download. It's funny, I had made a comment out of the download that I got. But anywho, I had got the download that they went and they were making a GoFundMe. And that this GoFundMe, subconsciously, they were in their head, they were trying to make it seem like, oh, you know, I need help with this, I need help with that, I need help with this, and that. But really, all of that was paid for. When people pass away, God, spirit moves people to go and bless those families. Majority of the time, when you guys see family and people creating GoFundMes, they are doing so for money. Just gonna be honest. I'm gonna let you guys know me personally. I've never had to sell a plate, or no one in my family has had a GoFundMe. And I don't have a rich family. I have not like that, not even really a middle class family. That's when I knew personally something was up behind all these GoFundMes. Every time somebody passed away, it just became a money hungry rave. And because we are so sensitive when it comes to death, or well, I'm not anymore, but you know, at a time I was, our hearts get pulled on, and that's where the demons, the lower energies, use us for greed and so forth. Especially when our third eye isn't open to see through their BS. That was pretty much the download. I know there's nothing that you can do, you know, now, but for some, this is story I just got. This is for multiple. This was for some grandmother, someone's father, someone's cousin, grandmother, father, and cousin that passed away. One was in the hospital, passed away in the hospital. Someone passed away in their home, in their bed. I just heard transported. So someone may have been like on their way somewhere in the car, and they passed away. And they passed away. I'm feeling it all here in my heart space as I tell you guys this story. And of course, they know that you can't do anything about it, but just be mindful and watch, you know, even the people that you guys call family. Because you can be crying with the killer. Be crying with the killer. The killers be front row seat at the funerals. Like they didn't just kill, they crossed over loved one for $1. A lot of us don't think about this, and that's why I'm here, to help us think outside of the box for things that, and get these downloads, you know, from source and from our crossed over loved ones. Whew. This was heavy. This was very heavy on my heart. And this is only heavy for me personally, as y'all see. I'm like all jiggity. I'm like, the energy I'm feeling, I'm just like, it's a sticky situation. And I only know because I know I go live. And when I go live, you know, I have people hop on there and they want to tell, oh, my mama died, my cousin died, my baby daddy died. And I feel the energies. Like I feel what's really going on behind, like what they're really feeling. So I can feel if you are genuinely hurt. I can feel if it's like just panic hurt. I can feel if it's just, it triggered some other things and it's not really that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, and a lot of times that's what happens. We use death, and people, you know, they use death as a means to want to, I don't like to say be babied, but like, just for instance, that's the only thing that the government, right, puts out there. Like when you have a death, that's the only time you can call out of work, right? That's the only time people really dismiss you from things. Like you can be fucked up to people and they be like, oh, but their mama died. Like, so fucking what that they're mourning? They're not about to treat me like this because they're mourning. Like, and that's where we have to not allow these demons to play on us. And I'm seeing it. I had to see it firsthand. And being mindful. So I don't know, this may be as well. Somebody may have somebody right now that's on life support, or that is taking some type of meds. Just keep your third eye open on that family member and making sure that the family that is taking care of, excuse me, y'all know I get gassy when I'm channeling. The family that is taking care of them is actually taking care of them. Thank you. That's the reason, because I was in my head trying to figure out like what is the conclusion for this download, and that was the conclusion. somebody else family member, either grandparent or sibling or something, is sick or takes some type of medication, and spirit is saying to definitely, making sure, you know, you kind of keep your eye on things to make sure things are staying copacetic. I just got another download as I was speaking. There's someone who deals with someone that is, either, like autistic. They're autistic, okay? And your autistic family member, they need to be watched. Something is going on, and I just got that this autistic family member, right now is thinking that, like, they may be, how can I use it? So when you have autism and you're autistic, you are connected to different planes and different frequencies, right? So with that being said, they have access to different, spirits, right? They're like, most of them, when you hear them speak in a certain language, we can't understand it, but this is probably a whole nother language on a whole nother frequency that they're speaking. So what I'm saying is, wow, root chakra candle just started booming. My connection to source is booming. My bad, y'all. I'm doing some magic over here. A little. I did some chakra work. I came up, you guys, with this ritual. Oh, anywho, back to my download. Sorry, y'all. So they're trying to prevent me from getting this download out. But watch your loved ones, especially if they're autistic. They're a little older. But I just heard still a teenager. But let's try to keep their vibrations high so they're not being, guided or used by lower vibrational entities, because there's something, we can prevent something from happening, okay? And making sure that they are being treated kindly, right? Because people treat autism or autistic kids or adults or whatever, any kind of way, and believe it or not, you know, some retaliate. Some definitely go and retaliate, and then they, you know, something's happening, you know, God forbid, I don't want to speak up on it, and then everyone is wondering why, and it's like they got tired of being treated like that, you know. So this is just a warning. If this is you yourself, or if it's around you, you know, put that little seed, plant that seed, right? I've helped so many people, so many old so-called associates, when I seen them not taking care of their kids, like they should. They take care of their kids now. They dressing them, they're buying them things, birthdays where they were a lot selfish. Other things, like I plant seeds a lot of ways in a lot of people's lives all the time. They probably don't even know how much I've changed them. I've always been this way, and this was even before I knew that I was a healer. So this is you. It's time for you to start doing the same, and we are all healers. Know that. So plant these seeds so we can prevent these demons and devils, from controlling this world. It's time for us to grab what's ours back, right? And reach our true godlike selves, but I was going to pick up some cards. As y'all seen, I had them, and then they had me put them down. That's probably why I was fidgeting and gidgeting. Throat chakra candle just went out, and I realized my throat has been like immaculate. Like I've been speaking so clear. My third eye went out first, now my throat. So they're working that out. And then now I have my other ones. So crazy. You guys should see my root. My root is like still a whole candle. I got a lot of root chakra. Got to get into this root. I'm saying get back into this root. But here nor there. That was pretty much the message, you know. I got the jewels for y'all. I got the downloads for y'all. I got the tea for y'all. Making sure that we are genuinely moving out of love, that we are taming these demons and not letting these demons have us kill our own fucking loved ones for money, or treat our loved ones wrong just because they can't speak, right? Or we feel like they don't have emotions. No, they're human, right? So this was a message, this was a download, for someone specifically, or a couple people specifically. I feel like a few of you all may resonate may resonate. I feel like this video will help everyone to think outside of the box, especially when it comes to pulling up the plugs and you know, dealing with sickly family members, and the fact that we get tired and don't want to take up that challenge anymore. Not saying we as in me, but we as in there's people out there that do. And we are all people, right? But that was pretty much the message. I just looked up, it was 15:15. So we're going to end it. You guys already know what it is. As long as you move out of love, and I'm talking that genuine, heart-shaking, groundbreaking, world-stopping love, you're going to always win. Peace.